Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Thaumcraft 6, Season 3. I hope you guys are doing great today. I have been doing a little bit of crafting. I'm probably building up the flux in the area pretty bad. Let's see what it's looking like. Not too bad. I can't even read that. The font is too small. 28.2, I think it is. But I've been doing some stuff, screwing up a lot, but I ended up getting 6 of the thaumium ingots. I kept putting the wild root in there, and for some reason I was mistaking the herba for the precantatio, like the numbers, I was like, oh, there's 5, so I'd throw 2 of them in there, and then throw some of the cobblestone in to get the precantatio, and then throw a iron in there, and then it's like building up crazy. I'm like, oh crap, what would I do? And then I'd put like a couple more in, and then so it was a mess. So as you can see in here, I've got a whole ton of extra crap all over the place, a lot of it. But one thing I didn't go over in the last episode really is I don't think I showed you around too much. I've got the waystone because down here in the desert, which is way out there, now I have like infinite sand that I can get from this waystone, and I wanted to look around here because I didn't really look the first time I was here, and I wanted to talk to you guys about something. If there's anybody out there, that can help with this. I briefly tried to do it, but I don't see one in this village. I have Bountiful installed, and Bountiful is a mod that gives you quests, gives you bounties. So it'll say, bring me 63 cobblestone and a whole bunch of other stuff and turn it in, and then you'll get like iron nuggets or something back, So they spawn in villages. You can't craft them unless it's enabled in the config, but I figured it would be a good thing to have to search for and locate villages to try to find a bounty board. But what I wanted to do was change that out, because in Thaumcraft we have these things. We have the common treasures and the uncommon treasures and the rare treasures. And I did a little test to try it out, and I added a couple bounties. So let's hop into the little testing world that I was trying out. Is it this one? Yeah, I mean, I guess it would have to be this one because it's the only other one there. But let's take a quick look. And we've got a bounty board and see what it does. Oh, see, now it's wheat. I don't want wheat. So you could grab, see, okay, yeah, I screwed that up big time. So if I killed 5 zombies, there's a chance, I'll get 6 of the common treasure things. That's 8 of the common treasure, 1 uncommon treasure, and 8 common. So that's way off. That's way off. Yeah, 8 common for 25 sugar and 5 tripwires. So anyway, I was messing around with the files in there, trying to change stuff and make it make sense so that like the bounties were scalable to what you were giving. But if there's anybody out there that wants to contribute to the mod pack, then let me know and we can work on like some bounty boards and stuff. And but let's go back home and we can go ahead and get started. So anyway, we've got the Thaumonomicon. Let's click that open. And we left off right here because Essentia Smelting is going to be the next step for progress that I want to take care of. Okay, so let's get into this. I see a time fast approaching where I will need to have ready access to multiple different kinds of Essentia. For that, I will need a source, and the most obvious is the Essentia found in, well, everything. All right, so we have this thing. And we're going to have to do one of each, and we're going to smelt down Essentia to get little vials of Essentia, so it takes 1 of each crystal. Let's complete that. My experiments are promising, if a bit unpredictable. Fortunately, the fires were easily quenched, and my hair should grow back in a few days. It seems melting objects down to a special alchemical process is my best option. Unfortunately, my tests so far have been on primal crystals. I should also test my finding on crystals containing secondary Essentia. That is, Essentia made up of a combination of 2 primals. Alright, third tier, known as tertiary Essentia, also exists. That is Essentia made up of a mixture of primal and secondary aspects or 2 secondary. All right, so we've got that. Now we have to make all these other ones. So let's just grab all these and see what we've got. What ones do we have here already? Not very many. So we need to make Permutatio, Potentia, Mortis, Gellum, Modus, Lux, and Vacuos. So I've got to craft a whole bunch of those things, and then we're gonna do the Essentia Smelting. So let me get busy and start doing that, and I'll get all the crystals, and we'll make some progress today, and hopefully smelt some stuff, because I really want to get into infusion. I want to get those goggles. Wait a second. I can make the goggles, can't I? Oh, it's an artifice. That's right. All right, fundamentals. Yeah, so we need to get this. Oh, wait, when did I get that? All right, we're gonna go get that right now, because I want to get those goggles revealing, and do some stuff. So before we get all the crystals, we're gonna go to the depths, explore the depths. We just got to go down to bedrock. And actually, look at that. I left water down there just for me. All right, so we're pretty close already. And we should get it. There we go. You have visited the deep and dark depths. All right, time to head back up. All right, let's check out the research. So, discovering infusion. Oh, there's artifice right there. Oh, wait. When did that shit show up? Was that always there? I penned down my own. There we go. Designs based on the little information I could find in my own experimental findings. Time to put theory into practice. Goggles of revealing. All right, we definitely need to get those. All right, so good thing we have that. But artifice, right there. Slowly but surely, I'm beginning to understand the nature of V. So much is still hidden to me, but I think I now know enough to begin molding it to my will. For this, I will need a tool, a very special tool. All right, there we go. Okay, I had them backwards. Artifice is spells, and then, or not artifice. Oromancy is spells. Artifice is gear and stuff like that. So anyway, let's craft this. So we just need 4 leather, alchemical brass, and then some thermometers. So let's make a couple more thermometers. Those are, okay, we need 8 gold. We're gonna need 2 glass panes. We're gonna need a whole bunch of leather, right? There's 4 leather. And then what was the other thing we needed to make with it? Oh, the alchemical brass, and I still have it. There we go. Oh, look at that, inventory is all full. All right, so let's go ahead and craft this. All right, 2 more thermometers. And then the goggles of revealing right there. Let's click that in there. So that requires 50 V. And you'll see that's at 249 right now. Should drop down to, oh, 250, 200. There it goes. So it's already going back up, which is cool. All right, so now we have the goggles of revealing, which should be able to go in the bauble slot. All right, so now if we were to throw something in there, we can now see it. So that is definitely helpful for doing stuff. And vitreous was probably one of the ones that I needed. But oh well. All right, so let's get crafting, and then when it burns away, it turns into flux. 28.5 still. Cool. Essentia Smelting. All those are done. Let's complete that. And now it says, I have managed to break down all my samples of primary and secondary essentia into a liquid state. The process had been slow and tedious. However, until I simplify, I can't read this time, until I simplify the process, it will never be practical for large-scale usage. All right, so we need a theory of alchemy and an Essentia Smeltery. So there we go. So we need brass plates, we need a crucible, we need a furnace, and then just some cobblestone and 1 ignis. Sweet. All right, cool. So let's get that stuff. All right, now we have it. Okay, so let's go back to Thaumanomicon, Essentia Smelting, complete that, and there we go. Now, so it's weird because now it gives me the Arcane Alembic recipe. Though I didn't need to do the research to get this. I just searched it up, but we seem to have just unlocked it. So we have the Essentia Smeltery and the Arcane Alembic. all ready to go. All right, so this gives us some numbers. A small amount of Essentia is converted into flux. Okay, 20% of the time. 20% of time. So it's not super efficient. But now we can go to the warded jars and we can make these things. And these are where we're going to store our Essentia. So we have the brass lid brace, labels, void jar, the warded jar. So that's all good. Essentia tubes. I don't think we're going to get into that today. But what I would like to do is go over to Arcane Infusion. Start that. I'm now ready to begin crafting enchanted objects and tools. I've drawn up designs for some banners to decorate my lab. I can apply a vial of Essentia to them to have them display that Essentia symbol. All right, so now we have those. We have some mundane stuff, rings and such. All right, fancy belts to enchant those later. But if we go into Infusion, we have Observation, Arcane Infusion. We need some air, a feather, and some stone. Infusion is ready to learn. Runic Matrix. Uninspiringly, infusion crafting is proving to be a lot more complex than I expected. Simply trying to infuse aspects into something does not work. I will need a relatively complex system to stabilize the entire process. I have drawn up plans for a runic matrix that will allow me to do this. There we go. So now we can craft that. Next up, the Artifice tab. Right there. I'm now ready to begin crafting magical mechanisms and intricate arcane devices. We've already got the goggles of revealing. We can make some different things, the mirrored glass and all that stuff. But let's go back and, oh, I can't remember which way to go. I think it's this way. Arcane lamp. All right. Observation artifice and a lux. All right. Now this thing is really cool. The arcane lamp. It's an amber block and 4 iron plates. It's pretty cheap to do, but you gotta do it. So additional sources of light may also appear up to 16 blocks away wherever the light levels fall below accepted safe levels. Remember, only you can prevent zombie outbreaks. So like if we place the lamp here, 16 blocks away there could be another light source over here to make sure that it's not dark. So that would be a good way for us to get rid of all these torches. So that is a really good thing to have. Lamp of growth. We just need some bone meal now. So the lamp of growth is awesome because the lamp of growth, what this thing does is makes plants grow. You provide it with the herba in Essentia form, so like in a vial, and it will make things grow quickly around it. So it's a really good thing to do. Thaumic dioptra. And that right here is basically a visual display of all of the flux in the area. So if you put it down, it'll give you almost looks like like in Star Wars when they're playing chess, holographic chess. Chess. It's a little square, and then on the top of it, there's like a hologram that shows a level of all the flux in the area and stuff. It's really cool. Over here, the lamp of fertility. What do we need? Wheat and carrot. Well, I need a whole theory for this. We've got the magic mirror. We need another theory for that. But what I wanted to do, what I was thinking I could get into, but apparently it's in the Artifice tab, right? Is the Boots of the Traveler. I'm not seeing them. I forget what direction I need to go. The Infernal Furnace. Now that's a big one. We need to get that. The Hungry Chest, that's another good one. An Ender Chest, or any chest in the hopper. Hungry Chest is awesome. Yeah, or do I need to, is it an infusion? I can't remember. Now that we've got the smeltery and limbic all set up, we can actually get some Essentia. Don't really have a good place for it yet, so it's going to live right here. But one of the things that I want to do so we are nice and safe and we can stay up all night doing things is the Arcane paving stones. The Arcane stone has no innate magical properties of its own, but acts as a spell sponge of sorts. I should be able to add all manner of enchantments to them. Let's complete that. By altering the magical structure of the Arcane stone, I am able to create a paving stone that adds new bounce to the step of anyone walking across it. Anything walking across it will have greater speed and agility for a couple of seconds. So we've got a barrier stone. and that one will keep mobs out. So let's do this one. So it's just arcane stone bricks, which are pretty easy to get. So if we want to make some, let's take these herba crystals and take some regular old... Oh, I don't have any stone, but let's get some cooking. All right, now that we've got a few of these cooked, let's go into here and make, we go like that, oops. And then we put a type of crystal in there. What do I have? A bunch of Terra. We got a lot of Terra, so let's use up some of those. So now that we've got some arcane stones, we'll turn these into arcane stone bricks. And then turn these into barrier stones. And that's going to take just a little Ignis and Ordo. So that should be good, about 20 of them. And we're going to place these right there. Does that go? It does go connected texture. That's kind of cool. I didn't even know that did that. That might be like, I added the connected, well, I added, I think chisels, the chisel mod. I think that adds the connected texture mod. So that must just be one that happens. All right, cool. So now we got a few extra of these, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of places to use them. So I could actually take off the door. Let's place one of them down here. There we go. And now we should be nice and safe in our house, and no mobs should be able to get in. As long as nothing up there, we'll let them go. So that's that. I know we got the infusion matrix. I'm not going to go ahead and do that today. So I want to find a spot and build a spot for the infusion matrix. And it's going to be a good spot. So basically what I want to do is, let's go into chunk view, is right here. Let's go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 out. So I got 5 in the middle. And then, do I have a shovel? Nope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be maybe like a circle or something. And that can go right here. And then, I don't know, how does a circle? Something like this. Would that be a circle? Let's see. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2. Does that kind of make a circle? Oops. Let's look at the mini map. Kind of. I guess that looks like a circle, right? Oops. Zoom back in. Keep hitting that wrong button. That's about as good as it gets. Alright, so I think that'll work for our circle. This is going to end up being a little bit of a tower. So I got some building to do. But I will catch you guys in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. It's kind of a cluster. I'm not really too proud of this one, but it should work, and I'll do some crazy editing. So I will catch you guys all next time. So peace out. My name's Marty. Have a good one.